one of the easiest ways to help yourself become an evaluator who can be effective. When you are looking at a set of speakers, 3 or 4 speakers in a given meeting, pick just one element to look at. Let's say evaluation, because that's really one of the easiest ones. And look at evaluating each speaker just on gesturing. And then rate them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the easy part. The hard part is this. What makes them a 3? And what makes them a 4? Look at every aspect of their physicality. Their head, their shoulders, their arms, their entire torso. How high are they raising their hands when they need to raise it? Are they using their hands just within the body space, or are they putting it in negative space? Are all their gestures looking the same? Are they doing the same gesture each time? The duration of the gesture. Is the duration of the gesture the same, or are they different? Now, when they make the gesture different, are they doing it because they're trying to be dramatic, or are they doing it because they're trying to be effective? Are they using their gestures to heighten the meaning of their words? Next, are they using their gestures to engage the audience? If they're not using the gestures to engage the audience, then we shouldn't give them quite as high a score. Whereas the gesture that engages the audience, that should increase their score. Can you differentiate between a gesture that engages the audience and a gesture that is merely superfluous? That's the easiest one. Then after you finish doing it with gestures, do it with vocal variety. And then do it with structure. And then do it with interest. But compare different speakers on just the one element so that you can focus on it.
Wow. This is good tips for all our evaluation when we learn the pathways. Yes. Another thing is, do you suggest that when we, our members, go to the meeting, we can study, no matter if you individual evaluator or not, you can always evaluate any speaker?
You should. You should evaluate as often as you can in your mind. Look at page 3. Understand the differences between a 2, a 3, and a 4. Nothing should be binary. A lot of times when we do evaluations, we think binary. It's either you got it or you don't got it. When really it should be...
Yeah, the scores. Another part is about the suggestion part. Yes, of course, the score is very important, but how you can make the suggestion for the speakers to improve.
Consider this. There are things that you can tell a speaker that they can do the very next speech. Often those are the things that you find that are good, but you have to tell them what's good so that they can repeat it. If they don't know what's working for them, then they don't do it again. Don't just tell them what they said in their speech. They know what they said in their speech. Tell them why what they said was effective. Then they know to repeat it. And then on the parts where you say, well, these are things you can improve, these might be things that they could improve within 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 speeches. Sometimes it takes 3 to 4 speeches to get better at something, and that's okay. And then when you look at a challenge, think about something that might take 10 times, 10 speeches to get better at. But the challenge might very well be something that they're good at. You just wanted to get better at it. And now here's the most important thing about individual evaluations. The most important thing about individual evaluations. What are your speaker's goals? Not project. Project, no. No big deal. Now their life goals. Why did they join Toastmasters? They didn't join Toastmasters just so they could get DCP points. Nobody joined Toastmasters so that they could complete a pathway. Nobody. They didn't join Toastmasters so that they could do a project. So it's not really that important to them.
I agree.
But they join Toastmasters because there's something out there in the world that they're trying to achieve. Are you giving them feedback within the scope of that? Apply everything you say, or as much as you can, to that. If you can give them one thing that they apply directly to their goal, then you've done something important. That's why we are evaluators. Otherwise,
Wow. From your voice, from what you say, I understand that evaluation is not just the technical part, but can really influence people's life,
yes.
make us differently. Wow, that's so profound. Thank you so much for your good advice.
You're welcome.